A Father's Love, Episode 30, The Provocation. One fine morning in school, we had just finished social studies class. Henshaw, who's an acquaintance, stopped at my desk. "I heard you cry last night after your football team lost." I rolled eyes at Henshaw, knowing him for saying provocative things. Rolling your eyes like a girl is only befitting someone whose team played like a bunch of grandmas. "Henshaw, I can see you're up to your mischievous acts." "I'm not falling for it." I moved to join a group talking about the trending movies in theaters. I wasn't so much into movies, so I couldn't participate in the discussion, but for the sake of getting away from Henshaw, I was okay as an observer. Not long after, someone nudged my head, and as I turned around, I noticed Henshaw. "Have you guys noticed this nerd that couldn't afford movie tickets is not saying anything?" Henshaw pointed at me. I was angry as I realized the attempt by Henshaw to get at me. "Little did you forget that most of us use unauthorized means to access the movie theaters," Bernice said from the group without looking at Henshaw and I. "Tell me about it." "Those crazy movie tickets keep becoming more expensive," Ricky said in confirmation of Bernice's statement. "I can understand that, but..." Henshaw said, but got interrupted. "So why are you trying to cause trouble?" Barack said, interrupting Henshaw. "This guy is so pathetic, his dad can't let him go like Marlin in Finding Nemo." Henshaw said as he smiled, and the entire group laughed out loud. Even the ones that seemed to support me initially all laughed. "You got jokes. Good on you," I said as I forced a smile. "He's saying you're a clownfish," Nsei said. Everyone laughed. "Tell us a joke," many people said at different times. Someone even poked me on the side of my stomach. I waved it down as I slowly walked to my seat. I closed my eyes and prayed that I'd have the strength to bear this ridicule. Everything died down and seemed like my prayer worked. "Have you guys noticed only his dad came to school? His mom never came." I could feel the voice above my head coming down on me along with some occasional spit. "His mom got knocked out by a killer whale." Without thinking about it, I suddenly stood up as my head hit the jaw of Henshaw. He staggered back. The whole class shouted, hailing me. "This guy is so ugly, his mom chose to die after giving birth to him," Henshaw said as he looked round and managed to gain stability. I rushed to grab him. He grabbed me in reciprocity. We both eventually landed on the ground as he was on top of me. I rolled and got on top of him. The entire class had formed a circle around us. "What's going on?" a lady by the door yelled out loud. Everyone rushed to their seats. I got off Henshaw and took my seat. "Why the fight?" The lady alternately looked at Henshaw and I. "I was playing with him and he head-butted me," Henshaw said abruptly and breathed heavily. The lady turned to me. I didn't want to say anything, but it didn't look like she was going to relent. "He said my mom got knocked out by a killer whale," I said as I burst out crying. I didn't hear the rest of what the lady said. A teacher eventually came in. I laid my head on the desk and pondered. Where's my mom? How come I've never seen my mom? How will Dad react if I ask about Mom?